Hello, everybody! It is I, Sis,
and Bro!
And today we're going to be reading an SCP file. And this is a new series that is coming out on our channel. And before we do, Tristan, my dear brother, would you like to explain what's on the screen?
Well, what we're going to be reading about is Shy Guy, and you can see that it says Shy Guy Christmas cookies. And what I did was I wanted the most delicious cookie because Shy Guy's background is like, if you see his face, he's going to come and kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, take the most delicious cookie for his backstory because, he doesn't want you to eat him. And then, that kind of represents of him, being, you...
Question!
What?
Why are we doing the cookies again?
Because it's cookies and swords.
High five. That sucked. Okay, so anyway, we're going to start reading this, and Tristan, would you like me to read, or would you like to read?
Let's have you read.
Okay, item, number SCP-096, object class Euclid. Special containment procedures. SCP-096 is to be contained in its cell. A 5 meter by 5 meter by 5 meter airtight steel cube at all times. Weekly checks for any cracks or holes are mandatory. There are to be absolutely no video surveillances or optical tools of any kind inside SCP-096's cell. Security personnel will use pre-installed pressure sensors and laser detectors to ensure SCP-096 is present inside the cell. Maybe we're going to find this out soon, but how did they get him in the cell in the first place? Did they, knock him out or something?
I think they used it underpants where, they're get in the van!
Get in the bag! Just, threw him in a van and drove away. Okay. Description. SCP-096 is a humanoid creature measuring approximately 2.38 meters in height. Subject shows very little muscle mass with analysis of the body mass suggesting mild malnutrition. Arms are grossly out of proportion with the rest of the subject's body, with an approximate length of 1.5 meters each. Skin is mostly devoid of pigmentation with no signs of any body hair. Any comments on that?
I feel like he would freeze to death already because, no body hair.
I don't think he can freeze to death that way.
That explains why he's pale.
He doesn't get out a lot. SCP-096's jaw can open to 4 times the norm of an average human. Other facial features remain similar to an average human with the exception of its eyes, which are also devoid of pigmentation. It is not yet known whether SCP-096 is blind or not. It shows no signs of any higher brain functions and is not considered to be sapient. So what it's saying is it's Slenderman's stupid brother.
His jaw can open that way. I feel like he's a T-Rex, but without that gum part that holds their mouth without going down to make sure it doesn't all the way go off.
I don't know what you just said. SCP-096 is normally extremely docile, with its pressure sensors inside its cell indicating it spends most of its days pacing by the eastern wall. However, when someone views SCP-096's face, whether it be directly via video recording or even photograph, it will enter a stage of considerable emotional distress. SCP-096 will cover its face with its hands and begin screaming, crying, and babbling incoherently. Approximately 1 to 2 minutes after first viewing, SCP-096 will begin running to the person who viewed its face, who will from this point on be referred to as SCP-096-1. I can kind of relate to this little guy right here. But I have a question. How does he know that you saw his face in a photo or video recording? It says he doesn't have any high brain function, so I doubt he just knows.
He's Groot, maybe, to where like you just like what you hear is I am Groot, but really like Groot is super intelligent and he can like say all these super intelligent words, but you don't know it because you're always just hearing I am Groot.
Okay, so maybe he's smart, but nobody knows it.
If that made sense.
Documented speeds have varied from 35 kilometers to this number is blocked, and seems to depend on the distance of the person it's trying to kill. At this point, no known material or method can impede SCP-096's progress. The actual position of the person they're trying to kill does not seem to affect SCP-096's response. It seems to have an innate sense of SCP-096-1's location. Note, this reaction does not occur when viewing artistic depictions. Okay, well that's good, because we're looking at a picture right now. So, this guy could break through a metal wall, basically.
So it's technically like he's in zombie mode right now, because like once you become a zombie, it's like you have superhuman strength. Like they can break through a door already.
I think he can break more through, like... Does that mean, like, if they put him in a really deep hole and buried him alive, he would still find a way to get out? Is that a thing?
Then what can they like keep him in?
Keep him in a box. He is a freeloader, and he just stays in there until someone sees his face. And he's like, well, time to go kill this person. Well, that's the end of it. There's an audio log, but I don't want to read it because it's really, really long. So, Tristan, anything to add on this beautiful, beautiful creature, baby, person?
Well, about him, I'd feel like he'd be more afraid and start crying if he had blonde hair. That's all he needs, and that will make sense.
Why does he need blonde hair?
I don't know. Blonde hair fixes everything to make someone beautiful. Like, if it's a bald person, blonde hair. If it's a rat that looks ugly, blonde hair. It just needs blonde hair to make it look beautiful. And that's all he needs to make sense of crying, babbling, and attacking people who gets in its way.
Do you want blonde hair?
I've always wanted blonde hair. I've had blue hair, red hair.
Okay, this isn't at all about Tristan. We're talking about this poor, tortured soul. Just look at the face. That is the face of an abuse victim. I'm just kidding.
Wait, are his fingers, like, did he just have little nub fingers and then he grew, like, super long fingernails? Or is that just, like, bone?
Well, this is an artist depiction. It's not actually his face.
Oh.
It could be his face. Well, this was fun. So, anyway, to leave things off on a good note, Tristan, would you like to add anything? You've been talking a lot.
Yeah. I'm a talker. Let's see. First of all, does he have a butt?
Why do you need to know this?
I don't know. All of these SCPs I've seen, they don't have a toilet, nothing. It's just a box. Like that one that snaps your neck. He just stays against the wall and just like...
Actually, I read that one. He actually does use the restroom. And people have to not daily, but weekly go in there to clean everything.
Is he like a hamster where he's like...
No, because he can't move.
Oh. Wait, he can't move? Is he like one of those things from Legends of Zelda? Whenever they see you,
no.
And then they start coming towards you, and then they latch onto you, and then they suck your soul. I don't know how that happens, though.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our consistent rambling and babbling. Hopefully you got a laugh out of this. If you didn't, we failed our job horribly. There's going to be more stuff like this. I bet you're confused by the cookie part, but it was fun. And with that, we are signing off on our second video. Goodbye.